What's going on, young phenoms? Thank you for tuning in to another sessions with the sensei. Today we'll be working on some pre-algebra and we'll be working on evaluating expressions. All right, so to kind of just start this off, make this as easy as I can. The thing I want you to understand is in algebra, there are different types of concepts you're gonna have to deal with. When you're doing evaluating expressions, the biggest advice that I could give to you is to make sure you understand that you're not solving for the variable, meaning the letter that's in place for a number, but you're finding the total. Okay, so when we're doing evaluating expressions, we're going to be trying to figure out what is the total if I plug in these numbers for the variables. All right, let's hop into it. So at the top, it tells us to evaluate these expressions by substituting the values of variables. All right, so we got n equals 9, t equals 12, and x equals 6. All right, so if you need to, go ahead and click the pause button and write these questions down real quick, okay? Because you're gonna wanna interact and kind of take some notes while we're going through these. So if you need to, go ahead and pause this, take a few seconds to write the questions down. All right, where there's a t, we're gonna wanna start by writing 12, bring that minus down, 2, then we're gonna plug in 6 for x in the parentheses, plus 3. Okay. So of course, if we were thinking of PEMDAS, okay, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I'm gonna keep this at the top. Parentheses exponents always go first. Multiplication and division is second. Addition and subtraction is third. So when we're looking at this problem, the first thing we want to do is 2 times 6. Okay, so 2 times 6 would give us good 12. Bring all this other good stuff down. All right, so we got 12 minus 12 plus 3. Now, addition and subtraction is in the same house, so those we actually do from left to right. So we would start with 12 minus 12, which of course is 0, and then 0 plus 3. Of course, 0 plus 3 is going to give us our final answer of 3. All right, pretty good job. It's pretty simple on that first one. Let's keep it going. So we got 12n minus t divided by 4. All right, so remember, whenever I have a number and a variable right next to each other, the operation that I'm going to use is multiplication. Okay, so I'm going to put 12. And I like to use parentheses, so I'm going to put 9 in a parentheses. And we got minus 12 divided by 4. Okay, so of course, we got to make sure we multiply first. So I'm going to do this 12 times 9 first. So what's 12 times 9? Good, it's 108. Got to bring this minus down. And then what's 12 divided by 4? Good, that's 3. All right, so for our final answer, we would have to do 108 minus 3. So it's 108 minus 3. Good, 105. Good, good, good. All right. On to this next one. In the parentheses, we have a 64 minus 4t plus 4n. So of course, when we're dealing with PEMDAS or order operations, we want to start within these parentheses. Okay, so I'm going to keep these parentheses. Okay, and then I'm going to do 64 minus, remember, a number and a variable right next to each other. Okay, that would be multiplication. So since we already are using the parentheses, I'm going to say 4 times with the dot, and then t would be 12. Of course, keep that parentheses. Then we're going to say plus 4. Then we're going to plug in a 9 for that n. Okay, like I tell my students all the time, typically once you get to pre-algebra, you won't see as many x's. So, you know, when you kind of first start doing math, say we were doing 4 times 6. Okay, we would see a lot of x's, but as you get into pre-algebra, there are less x's. We use dots, So we could say 4 times 6. We could use parentheses, 4 times 6, and then also double parentheses. So if I did parentheses 4 and parentheses 6. Okay, just a quick sidebar real quick. All of these are different ways that you will see multiplication. You may see the 4 times 6 here, but oftentimes it's more parentheses and dots. Okay, so within this parentheses, I have 64 minus, and then what's 4 times 12? Okay, pretty good. 4 times 12 is 48. Then we're going to say plus, what's 4 times 9? Good, 36. All right, so in this parentheses, we got a 64 minus 48, which would give us what? Good, 16 plus 36. All right, for our final answer, let's add that up. 16 plus 36 will give us, pretty good job, 52. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, last one on this page. So we have 2n minus 4t plus 39. Once again, we want to start by plugging our numbers in. So that'd be 2 times 9 minus 4 times 12 plus 39. All right, so let's start here. We got 2 times 9 will give us what? Good, 18. Minus, and then what's 4 times 12? 48, good. We got plus 39. All right, so since we only have addition and subtraction left, of course, you can do that from left to right. So we're going to start with what's 18 minus 48? Good, that would be a negative 30. Then plus 39. Okay, if you're having a little trouble reading it like this, just think. Negative 30 plus 39 is the same thing as 39 minus 30, which would give us, good, 9. Good. Pretty good on that first page. Pretty good. Let's keep it going. All right, let's go to the second page. So we're going to be using those same variables and numbers at the top. So once again, n equals 9, t equals 12, and x equals 6. Okay, so let's try to, once again, start by plugging those numbers into our equations. Okay, so for this first one, we got in parentheses, t to the power of 2 plus n plus, in parentheses, x plus n. Okay, so let's start with keeping these parentheses and plugging our numbers in. So we're going to have 12 to the power of 2 plus 9. I'll keep this plus. Then x will give us 6 plus 9. Okay, ain't bad at all. All right, so of course, within these parentheses, we got to make sure we start with our exponents. So when it says 12 to the power of 2, that is not 12 times 2. Okay, so we're dealing with exponents. It's going to tell you how many times you got to multiply that base. So 12 to the power of 2 is actually 12 times 12. Okay, so what is 12 times 12? Good, that's 144 plus 9. Good. I'm going to say plus, well, 6 plus 9. We can go ahead and get rid of this parentheses. 6 plus 9, 15. Okay. Now, inside this parentheses, let's make sure we add up 144 plus 9. So it's 144 plus 9. 153 plus 15. All right, so to get our answer, we would just have to do what's 153 plus 15. 168, pretty good. All right, three more. All right, for this next one, we got 5 to the power of 3 minus 27 plus 5n. Okay. So we're going to bring these first couple of values down. So 5 to the power of 3 minus 27 plus 5. And then let's plug in 9 for the n. Okay. So once again, remember, order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's our acronym for our order of operations. Stay be a little bit. Okay, so parentheses, exponents always come first. Now, this parentheses here will be considered multiplication. So we have to do 5 to the power of 3 first. So if I was to do that on my back or some scrap paper, 5 to the power of 3 is not 5 times 3. Okay, so it's not 15. It would be 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, so I can start out, okay, and that's pretty easy. What's 5 times 5? Good, so 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, now I have to multiply that by 5. So what's 25 times 5? And you can think of it in terms of quarters. So if you had 5 quarters, how much money would you have? 5 quarters. Good, so that'd be $1.25. So 25 times 5 is actually 125. Good. So we got 125. Got to bring this minus 27 down. Bring this plus down, and then what's 5 times 9? Good, that's 45. All right, so remember, once I get to addition and subtraction, I don't do addition before subtraction. We just pretty much do those from left to right. Okay, so what's 125 minus 27? If you need to, do it to side of your paper. That's what I do often, or I'll flip it on the back. I have some scrap paper, whatever works best for you. Also, if you want to get these answers without me saying them, feel free to pause it till you get your answer. Treat this as though it's just me and you in a room, okay? So what would that give us? 125 minus 27. So that would give us 98. We got 98 plus 45. And that would give us 143. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, last two. So for this one, we got t over 2 plus 27 plus x to the third. Okay, now, we looking at this first part of our equation, t over 2. Okay, so I'm going to plug in 12. So that's 12 over 2 plus, and then inside this parentheses, we got 27 plus 6 to the power of 3. Okay, so 12 over 2, I tell my students all the time, fraction and division is pretty much the same thing. So 12 over 2 is the same thing as 12 divided by 2. Okay, now we'll get back to this. Remember, PEMDAS, so we got to stick within this parentheses first. Okay, so we got 27 plus, Okay, now 6 to the power of 3. So 6 to the power of 3 is 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, so first two numbers was 6 times 6. What was 6 times 6? Good, that'll give us 36. So then we got 36 times 6. Okay, so what's 36 times 6? Good, that's 216. Then 12 divided by 2 would give us 6. Okay, so we got 6 plus, and then within these parentheses, we got 27 plus 216. Okay. So what is 27 plus 216 within these parentheses? Good, 243 plus 6. Good, 249. All right, last one on this one. Then we'll be done this lesson for today. Draw lines to make sure we don't put those together. All right, so within these parentheses, we got 110 minus, we got 110 minus n squared times n squared minus x. So let's plug in our numbers. Let's plug in our numbers. So we got 110 minus 9 squared. We're going to times that by 9 squared minus 6. And so within this parentheses, we got to make sure we figure out what's 9 squared. So 9 squared, that equals 9 times 9. Okay, so what's 9 times 9? Good, so within this parentheses, we got 110 minus 81. And we got to times that by 81 minus 6. Okay. So 110 minus 81 will give us what? Good, 29 times. And then what's 81 minus 6? Good, 75. All right, so it's going to be a big number. So let's work on this doing, I'm going to change this to another color. It's in the middle since I'm done with these other ones. So we got 29 times 75. So that would actually give me 2,175. All right. And that's pretty much it for our solving variable expressions today. I appreciate you guys for taking out some time to get some practice in. I'll catch you on our next video. Peace.